me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Welcome to Hendrix Fishing, home of some of the most amazing hand-painted, handcrafted lures on the market. Dive on in and get yourself a little bit of a taste with the splash pack, or really dive in and grab yourself one of the Hendrix Fishing monthly subscription boxes. Check out Third Eye Fishing while you're there. Has some of the craziest looking soft plastics on the market, as well as Beyond Braid, some of the smoothest braid money can buy. And remember, for watching the podcast, use code FishTalk10 and save today. Welcome back to the podcast, guys. Glad to have you. Jeremy, how's it going?
It's going good.
Awesome, guys. We've had a fun, cold, interesting week, I'd say. We got out and did some ice fishing. Jeremy got to witness some fun fish getting caught. He actually got on his first fish of the year, so make sure you guys check that video out. It's already uploaded on YouTube. But other than that, guys, you just saw the commercial play when we were about to go live. Shout out to our sponsor, Hendrix Fishing. If you guys haven't checked them out, go check them out. And so, Jeremy, what do you think I should do with this box?
Give it to me.
I think you got plenty. What else should we do with it, maybe?
I got my own, so let's give it away to somebody, though.
I like that. How's this, guys? If we can get 10 viewers at a minimum, once we get to 10, if we get 10 or more, we will give this away at some point during the stream. This is the January Hendrix Fishing Box. It is absolutely loaded to the gills. I think there's 7 products on there, 3 of them which are hard baits, 2 of them from Stoneman Lures. Shout out to him. And one of them being from Robust Customs. You got Third Eye Fishing in here. You've got, well, the creme de la creme. You can't beat that. These were amazing. You got these beautiful swim baits from Game On Baits. But there is somebody else in this box, Jeremy. Well, I'm finding the bait. You want to let them know who our guest is and who else is in this box?
We are featuring today Sean from Stumpthumper Baits.
There we go.
We're going to bring him in and just hit him with some questions.
Now, Jeremy, well, I'm going to pull these up. I know you got yours in your box. You want to tell folks what I'm actually going to be holding up here for them?
It is the 3.6 Money Shot, the pearls color. I think is the one, at least the one I got.
Yep.
Looks beautiful color. Nice, super clean plastic, durable.
Yeah, you
can't wait to fish it.
Yeah, you can rig this thing a couple different ways. I'm already seeing, obviously, drop shot right off the bat. But, I mean, you could probably Ned rig this. You could do a small, light Texas rig. I'm half tempted to just put it on a jig head and just kind of jig it through the water column, especially with those big crappie or bluegill.
I'm ready to take it up to Middle Axe this May and do some bed fishing for some smallmouth with them.
Yep. And I keep looking to chat, and I didn't forget him. I apologize. Tech Bates was also in the box, so shout out to him as well. But yeah, Stumpthumper. Now, we did mention Game on Baits, swim baits. If you guys haven't checked out Stumpthumper, I'm going to pull his site up here real quick before we get him in. This way you guys can kind of see some of the stuff he does. He does some amazing custom pours. And Jeremy, while we're going through it, let me know if there's something you see. Let me pull. Exactly, guys. Give it a like, drop a comment while you're here, subscribe if you haven't. But I'm gonna pull one of these up. I mean, these are just absolutely crazy, and we'll have to talk to him about one of these. I'm already seeing, guys. I mean, those look perfect. I would absolutely throw this. This is kind of like looks like a trout. Oh, there we go, ghost trout on this one. But this one right here, I mean, where have you seen a Texas flag swim bait? We're gonna have to ask him about that one, Jeremy. Yep, yep. So, I mean, he does some absolute great baits. He does more than just the swim baits. Let me see if I can pull up. He has a photo on his Instagram with some pricing, guys. There we go. Let's pull this up and take a look. So he has a 4-inch killer craw, $5. You get 7 of them. He has 5-inch sticks, so nice little. I'm guessing those are kind of like a Senko style bait. $5, you get 8 of them. A 3.5-inch Ned Thorn. I kind of like how he's keeping the names to his name. I like the relatability. It's $5 for a 10-pack. The 3.25-inch Ned Leech, you get $5 for 10 of them. The 3.5-inch Drop Shot Leech, $5 for 10 of them. The 3.6-inch Money Shot, so the bait we showed there, it's $5. You get 10 of them. He does a 5-inch Twitch, which I believe is his soft jerk bait. You get 8 of those in a pack for $5. And then he breaks down. He does the swim baits. A single color, you get a 5-pack for $10. You get a 2-color laminate, $10 to $12. You get 4 of those. And a custom hand brushed one is $16 to $20. So I'm guessing that's what those Texas ones were. But let me get out of here. And Jeremy, I think it's time we actually bring in our guest and ask him some questions, because I've got some questions myself, and this is going to get interesting here. So let me bring this over, and looks like I might have to edit his camera, so I apologize, guys, but we'll get him over here. What is going on, Stumpthumper?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not much, man. How you been?
Good. Busy in the shop. I want to say thanks for having Stumpthumper baits on with you guys.
Oh, most
I'm
definitely.
excited. I've been excited all day.
Thanks for joining us.
Most definitely. I was gonna say, Jeremy's been digging through the custom bait makers, and he mentioned your name, and I was like, yes, we've got to get him on.
I appreciate that.
I was kind of intrigued, we'll get into how long he's been doing it, stuff like that, and I was blown away. We'll get into that story, so I don't want to give too much away.
Gotcha.
So we were looking at your Instagram. Do you have a website, or is the Instagram kind of how you kind of advertise and sell your baits?
So for now, like we only have the Instagram. I'm gonna turn this hat around because I think you guys are getting blocked from seeing it. There, it's better. We have an Instagram now, but we're in the works of getting a website. It should hopefully be up. My brother, who's the other part of Stumpthumper Bases, we can touch on that a little bit. He's in the works, been talking with somebody who's going to build us a website. So it should, I'm hoping within the next maybe week and a half or so, we'll have a website up live and running. So for now, it's just if you got anybody wants to order these, DM me through Instagram,
Gotcha.
and then we take it from there.
Gotcha. So you mentioned your brother. Is this? I guess we know you. You're the face. I mean, is it you and your brother then that kind of run Stumpthumper, or is it
Yes,
your business?
No, it's my brother and I. I have more time to spend in the shop, and on social media, so that's why I've become like the face of Stumpthumper.
Gotcha.
but it's my brother and I. It's a joint business.
Gotcha. So it sounds like you kind of do the baits, and he runs the business side of things then.
Pretty much, I'm the creative hands-on guy, and he's the brains of the operation, I guess, if you want to call it.
Gotcha.
You're the ones burning your fingers.
Yep. Yeah, it happens, and it's not fun, but it's all right.
Yeah.
But
now I know Jeremy had some questions. Jeremy, we were kind of talking before the show, and you had some questions for him. What was one of the questions you had for him?
Let's get a little history. Like what got you into soft plastics? What got you guys, wanting to do this, and pursue this?
So I mean, just probably like every other bait maker and whatever. Like, obviously, we have a love for fishing. I mean, it's not hard to have a love for fishing. So my brother and I, we grew up fishing together for the longest time. Obviously, since we were little kids, and then we actually went on a fishing trip. Went down to Briary Creek, Smith Mountain Lake. Went down there. We were fishing. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Briary Creek, but it's literally like a flooded forest. And the only way we could catch a fish while we were there was if my brother or I we were throwing like 7-inch power worms or 8-inch power worms. The only way we can catch fish is if you cast and like literally thumped your bait off the tree and it fell down. Otherwise, you couldn't catch a fish. So my brother and I looked at each other, and he's like, "Yo, Stumpthumper baits. That's what we should call it. We should start a plastic company, Stumpthumper baits." And literally, that's how we ended up coming with the name. And then we kind of put it off for like a couple months, just because we were fishing tournaments and kind of mulling around the idea of, are we going to do it? Are we not going to do it? And then we just decided, let's do it. And that was middle of January. I think the first mold got delivered to the shop like the beginning of December. So we're only literally maybe a month and a half old as a business. So we're still working some kinks out, getting some things figured out.
You guys have only been a business for a month.
Yep, December. I actually looked in my emails, like, when did our first mold come? And first mold was delivered like the 2nd or 3rd of December.
Oh, jeez. So now,
I mean, your packaging is on point. Your baits look stellar. I would have never guessed it. So
I appreciate that. So I have to give some credit to Tech Baits, because not getting into this business and not knowing literally anything about bait making. I mean, obviously I've thrown baits before, used them, but I knew nothing about it. So I ended up reaching out to Tech Baits, and we actually drove to Connecticut to go fishing with him. And then I bought a few things off him, molds and stuff that he had, because he had a bunch of extra stuff. And I was like, "You have anything in that shop you want to sell?" And he's like, "I probably have something." So I got a couple things off of him. And then since that day, like, he's just kind of been helping me and pointing me in the direction a little bit. Like, if I have any questions, I just reach out to him. And so I definitely have to give a shout out to him, because it's pretty cool of him to, especially being another soft plastic bait company, and him taking the time and helping me with any questions. Otherwise, I'm not gonna say we wouldn't be where we are, but I probably would have had a lot of a harder road getting to to where we're at now as far as making the baits.
Sure. Yeah,
so
that's
definitely been
what we talked
huge.
about with Hendrix last week. Is we we've been involved with Hendrix. You know, you just came in with the new late, or you're in the January box. I was in the December splash pack. You know, and
Got
one
it.
thing I learned is everybody's like real close. Everybody's willing to share tips and tricks, and you know, it's a good community. I think it's fun. So
No, I have to agree. Like, I didn't realize how closely knit, like you said, the community, like the bait maker community. I didn't realize how closely knit it was. You know, just like, oh, this guy makes baits, that guy makes it. And if you're not like if you're not actually a bait maker, you would think that these guys, like you or me, you know, I mean, you make hard baits. I don't, Jeremy, you don't do soft plastics, right? Just hard baits.
I just paint baits.
Yeah,
Wish
but
I
you would.
crafted them, but I don't have that kind of time right now.
I got you.
Hopefully, but
Yeah, you would think that bait makers would be like, they're my competition, but I've seen the complete opposite of that since we've been in this, you know, adventure of bait making, if you want to
I was
call
gonna
it.
say,
yeah, and everybody's willing, you know, you just kind of do your own thing, try to put your own twists and stuff, and that's all you can do, and just have fun.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say from the, I mean, I don't make baits, but from the consumer side and from the pro staff side, it's kind of fun because I see you guys and you guys challenge each other. So you know, and you know, I might get a box one month and it has Jeremy's bait, but then some other guys that do hard baits got Jeremy's bait. And next thing you know, they're talking to Jeremy, and maybe Jeremy's bait, you know, to me was beautiful, perfect, but maybe there was some little defects or, hey, have you tried doing this, that? And next thing you know, Jeremy comes out with a bait that's even better. And same with the soft plastic guys. You guys kind of are the same way. Like you're always challenging each other to see who can one up the next guy, but in a more competitive way, not necessarily in a, oh, I'm gonna crush Stumpthumper. Screw that guy.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying. You're almost kind of bettering yourself and at the same time pushing the other guy to do something a little better than that, and then it's kind of just like a leapfrogging
Gotcha.
thing, you know.
And what's really cool, I've seen Eric do it before, you know, Jay's Jigs or whoever, you know, they'll create a jig. He's like, I got a perfect soft plastic I'm going to pour for that. And then just see that married together is cool. And then I see, you know, guys like me paint a bait, and the, you know, soft plastic guy will, you know, hand pour, you know, the same design, and they try to match. That's really cool. I like it. It's a fun little thing.
Yeah. No, it definitely
So
is.
now, you mentioned your brother. You mentioned how it was one of those you went from tired of losing baits, you figured you'd start making your own. I guess what drew you into fishing in the first place, and you know when did that start? You know what started the love for fishing? How old were you? You know what was it that
Ooh.
what was it that got the itch? Was it something that you got, you lost, you brought back, or is it something you've been doing for a long time?
Honestly, I mean, I'd probably have to go back till I was like maybe 5. You know, I think probably the first time ever my father took me, but you know, it wasn't on a boat. It was canal fishing from the bank. You know, in probably Manville, New Jersey. That's where we lived back then, and I loved it. I didn't care what we were catching. I can't remember the exact, like, even to this day. And I'm not gonna say how old I am, but it was a while ago. Um, 47, so it doesn't matter. 42 years ago. Um, I can't picture like what we were catching, but even to this day, I can picture the area we were fishing. Just a little muddy bank right off the little road, and I can picture where we went fishing. I just, you know, I can't. But ever since then, it's just been. And then my brother and I grew up fishing, and ever since then, I mean, we just, you know, we love fishing. I mean, I don't know. So this is a funny story, and I have to tell this because my brother and I laugh about this all the time. We used to have. I don't know how many people know what a Gran
Yes.
Turismo is,
Yep.
but okay. So my brother, yeah. So my brother and I had a 12-foot John boat,
No.
and my mother had a
Now I'm
Gran
gonna
Turismo.
interrupt. Are you?
So here
Is
we
your
are.
brother Pete? Okay, he's
Yes.
actually in chat, and he said mention the John boat, and I think that's what you're bringing up. Something
Oh.
about a mile through the woods to fish. So if that's not this story, I need that story next.
Oh. So the Gran Turismo thing. I mean, a Gran Turismo itself is probably only 8-9 feet long. You know, it's a hatchback. So here we are. We take this 12-foot John boat. We open the hatch on my mom's Gran Turismo. We shove this 12-foot John boat in. There's probably 8-9 feet of boat hanging out the back of this thing. You know, bungee down, and we were like, we're going fishing. We didn't care how we were getting there, what it took to get there. You know, we went fishing, and still to this day, we just laugh at each other. Like, bro, when we started fishing, remember throwing that boat in mom's car, and we just laugh about it. You know, it's just like we just wanted to go fishing. We didn't care how we got there, what we had to do to get there. We used to take the battery out of our car. We didn't have a trolling motor battery. We take the battery out of our car, put it in the boat. But you can only fish so long because you had to make sure when you got back to the car, you had enough power to get the car started. You know, but I mean, if that's not like, you know, if that's not loving fishing and just, you know, I mean, there's a lot of stories, but the mile through the woods though.
Yeah, he said.
Trying to remember that one.
Let me pull it up here a second. So he said, when we carried our John boat through 1 mile of woods to fish. And then I don't know if you know Rocky, but Rocky said, didn't you and your brother learn to fish from me and Andrew? I don't know who that is, but sounds like you got some stiff competition where you live. You grew up with some fun buddies. It sounds like.
Andrew and Rocky, we actually fished with in a small local club tournament. You know, great guys, and we fished 2 club tournaments, and then they're gonna join the second one with us, which is pretty cool. He was actually in my shop yesterday because he doesn't live too far, so he bought some baits instead of shipping them. I was like, yeah, just come to the shop, you know. So he came over, and of course, you come to the shop, you leave with a little extra goodies. You know, you don't just come, you don't just, you know, leave with what you decide to buy. You always get a little extra goodies. You know,
stop at your shop, stop at other guys' shops. Everybody's on the East Coast. I'm not to do an East Coast tour. I'm just gonna be like going live with an East Coast tour. But
that's one way to do it.
Your brother said
carrying a boat through the woods.
Quarry.
Oh God. Oh yes. I was thinking New Village Quarry, but yeah, okay. Now yes. So in New Jersey, there's 2 quarries, and you weren't really allowed to fish them. One you were, and one you definitely were not. So there was no way to get back. There's no road to get there. You could park, but you had to walk through 2 cornfields, through the woods, down like this rocky cliff thing, but we wanted to fish it. Now I remember. Yeah, that was, I'm telling you, like, we didn't care. We just wanted to go fishing. Like, we grew up in farmland, you know, like, it was all farmlands and quarries. And, you know, I don't know if anybody's ever fished a quarry, but there's giants in quarries because nobody fishes them.
That,
you know,
they're just perfectly set up. The water's cleaner. You guys got that rock bottom. It's just a
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
breeding ground. And then, like you said,
fed.
they're not as pressured as like a inner city lake.
No.
We got sand pits around here. Same thing.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's like this.
giant catfish.
Now,
But yeah.
go ahead, Jeremy.
So you mentioned tournament fishing with your brother. You've been doing that for a while because John's been doing it for a couple of years. I might be getting into it this year. Just little local ones, you know, nothing crazy, but
Yeah. So like I said, I put chapstick on. We just started tournament fishing last season. Yeah. So my brother I've had boats, he's had boats, so he had a tracker. And when COVID first hit, my brother cut his finger doing work on his house. And he's laying in the hospital, not like he was, you know, nothing. He was just laying there with his finger because he got whatever infected or something. And he's laying in the hospital, and he texts me. He's like, "Bro, I'm buying a boat." I was like, "What?" He's like, "I'm bored. I'm sitting here and I'm buying a boat." I was like, "All right, cool." So he bought a boat. So he fished off of that boat for probably, I don't know, maybe like 6 months, I want to say, approximately 6 months. And then he's like, "I want to start tournament fishing." He's like, "But we can't tournament fish out of this boat." And I was like, "Well, I mean, we can." He's like, "But you can't hang with the big boys with this boat." So right away, he starts searching. He's like, "We need a bigger boat, faster boat." So now he has a 20-foot Triton sitting in the garage that's got probably as many screens as a small news truck. I mean, I don't know how fish can hide. You still got to catch them. I mean, you still got to catch them, but they can't hide, you know? So, you know, once he got that boat, once he bought that boat, we're like, all right, we're in. So we ended up joining a couple, like Jeremy was saying, just local club tournaments, not out winning thousands of dollars and trucks and boats, but we didn't care. We just wanted to do some friendly competition. You know, we ended up joining two club tournaments, and both tournaments are full of great guys. There's never any problems. Everybody gets along, and so it's, you know, it's pretty cool. I would highly recommend if you can get in any kind of like tournament fishing. It's just a fun competitive fishing. You know, there's no stress. I mean, All right, that's kind of a lie. If you're out fishing, you're not catching any fish, and you look and you say, I have an hour left and I got one in the box. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you could be a little stressed, but it's not like you're not like you're out fishing the Bassmaster Classic or nothing, But just
yeah, you're not
no.
a couple grand to join.
Yep.
It's just
it's like
$20
$50 a join, $25 or $50 a tournament or something.
Those bragging rights are worth it though, man. Because trust me, like you said, I've been doing it, and it's been. I know what you're talking about with that pressure, because our one rule this year with the tournaments, which Jeremy, like I said, he might be joining, but I went out with Ricky Muffin, who you guys see on Instagram every once in a while, Fan Fishing Adventures. When we go out, our rule this year was we just need one. We'd catch that first fish. Didn't matter if it was big, small, because with our tournament it was any length. Just wait, and we can't do live wells at our lakes. They're catch and release for bass, so we just weigh them right there with a scale provided by the tournament. We weigh it, we write it down, and your best 5 go. But we catch that first fish, and then once we release that fish, it's like, okay, we need one fish. We just kept saying we were at 0, because then once you got that fish, you were good. You never focused on getting that 5, because the days we focused on 5, oh boy.
There's been 2 tournaments when he and I were out there, and we were grinding, and we're looking at the box, and I'm like, we ain't got nothing in the box yet. And then there's tournaments when we go out and we catch 5 right away. They're not big,
but you're on the board.
They're keepers. But when you have a few in that box, boy, what a like, just for instance, the last tournament of the year, our club classic, it was a 2-day classic on 2 different lakes. We did not do well the first lake. I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. We didn't do good. Lost a couple muskies.
Oh, boy.
Don't count anyway. So the second lake, we went in, we're just like, wow, we need like a mega bag to even stand a comeback here, And I was like, it's doable. The body of water we're going to holds biggins. So we got out there, and we were able to get to the spot we wanted to get to first, because my brother's boat's faster.
Yep.
Well, lithiumed out and all this stuff, So we get to the spot first, and I start throwing the top water. I'm not kidding. The third cast, this fish exploded on the top water walking bait, and I got him, and I was like, "Holy crap!" There's like a just shy of 6-pound largemouth.
Oh, nice.
The first fish we caught. Yeah, and let me tell you, we caught some more fish. We didn't win. Whatever. It didn't matter, because the mood that we had for the rest of the day on that tournament, just because that one fish was in the box at the beginning, like we mentally were like, wow, we have a chance. We have a chance to win this.
No, I'm laughing at you right now, because I know you can't see the chat, but Mike and Rocky are giving you a hard time. Mike's saying don't what does it say here? Don't backboat, and then Rocky said you beat us to the spot.
Yeah, we did. It's because my brother dropped all that money on lithium batteries, and that boat took off like a rocket ship. It was so funny, because we're driving, and these guys they're gonna laugh about this, because my brother's on the front of the boat and he's driving, and I'm on the back, and I'm like hunkered down trying not to be a wind sail, and I'm going, and he's just cruising along, and I'm looking, I'm like, bro, we're pulling away, and he's like on a mission to get to this spot, and I'm like, I look back, I'm like, bro, we're like 100 yards ahead of him. I'm like, we're good, So it was funny, like, I mean, it's a big reservoir, but we knew where we wanted to go, and we were able to get there first. They got there, and Rocky and Andrew, they watched me catch that fish, because there was like two or three boats like in that area, so they were there to see it get caught, but still, it was just a great day. We didn't win, like you said, but it didn't matter. Like when you're fishing, setting the mood for the day makes such a difference.
Before Jeremy asks his next question, just to remind everybody, we are giving this away today in the live. You have to be present to win, and we are currently sitting at, let me refresh it here just to make sure. We are currently sitting at 10, but that includes me. So if we can get a couple more, I'll let Jeremy ask his next question, and we will give this away. So guys, click the share button, click the thumbs up, text your mom, text your brother, get everybody in here. They're missing out on great stories, first off. But let's get everybody in. Let's get a couple more people here. We'll give this away. And like I said, Stump himself. If I don't lose the bait, this thing's packed. But boom. He is in that box. So you have a chance to get his baits and a whole lot of other great companies that we were talking about earlier in this box as well. So sorry for the interruption, but everybody's chomping at the bit. Everybody wants to get that giveaway. So
Right, hey, Jeremy. Before you go with the next question, John, with the giveaway, I'm gonna throw a little something on that giveaway. So whoever, you can either put it that giveaway, or you could do two giveaways. But whoever wins the giveaway, I'll throw in a pack of swim baits of your choice, and a pack of soft plastics. You can pick craws, neds, worms,
Ooh.
whatever you want. Whatever soft plastic you have on there.
So that's awesome. For that though, let's do this. For those that are going to be not able to tune in live, comment below. If you made it this far, you know about the giveaway. We're going to post about it too, but comment below your favorite bait to throw right as, well, early spring. And what we'll do then is we'll pick I'll do a comment generator. Let's see. It is the 19th. Stump, when should I draw this? When are you thinking? How long should we let this go for folks that weren't able to join us live?
I would say what's
Wednesday
today?
the
Wednesday?
19th.
I don't know. By the weekend, I guess. I don't know. Is that
You
too
want to do
short?
it Sunday? Sunday night I'll draw. What you and I can go live on Instagram and we can draw it and do that. So perfect.
That'll
Well,
work.
guys, like I said, get a few more folks in here. Let me refresh to make sure where we're at here. Ooh, we're actually losing folks. How are we losing folks, guys? Come on. Get them in here. Get everybody in here. But for those of you that aren't live, we're doing a giveaway. If you're watching this, he's going to be giving you a free pack of baits, your choice of color. You just got to comment below your favorite bait to throw come springtime. So, but Jeremy, what was the other question you had here?
Well, I'm kind of out of questions, but my thing is, let's see some baits if you got some handy.
I
Or
can
anything you want to
actually.
show off.
Oh, I got some baits.
Let me do this here real
got?
quick. You know what you put on your Instagram, right?
Yeah, because I posted every single
There
picture.
you go. Let me.
And I just like those ghost trout. I just poured those last night. Like I just put the eyes on those guys today.
There we go.
But whatever you pretty much whatever you want to see, I can show you.
Well, let me pull this up here. I actually got your site up for everybody that's watching at home. So I want to pull a bait up, and I'm going to ask you about it here, and because I got some questions. And Jeremy probably knows which bait I'm going to ask about first, because
I think I know too.
It's impressive. It's not that it's like a bait that I necessarily want to fish. Maybe I would fish with it just to see what would happen, but I'm looking at a swim bait that has the Texas flag on it. How did you do that?
So anybody that's watching can see this,
Yep.
right? On the
I got your Instagram pulled.
Okay,
Yep, sorry, I got your Instagram pulled up here. Sorry.
If not, no, you're good because I have one here. If like, actually, I have several of them here. So like Jeremy was saying, that was a Hendrix live, right, Jeremy?
You were with
Fred with
Fred. Yeah, that's it.
And somebody had mentioned.
I don't know. I don't think somebody left.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Somebody had mentioned about Stone Man doing a bait for Texas Huntsman with the flag on the side of it. And they were like, "Oh," he said, "Oh, I bought some," and they're like, "Oh, like Stone Man did with the flag on it." And he's like, "No." So right away, I was like, I gotta try this. I gotta see if I can make this happen. So he didn't know I was making it. I poured it the one night, but in order to do that, I don't have any open molds. They're all full. But you have to skin pour the mold. And then with a little brush and red, white, and blue pearl powder, I just hand brushed the flag on every single alt. Well, he bought 8. I made 10, but he bought 8 of them. So it's a little time consuming, but I wasn't sure how it was going to come out because you don't know when you do an open pour how it's going to look until you pour it and crack that mold open. So I was like kind of nervous, but when I cracked it open, I was like, oh, I'm not going to lie, I kind of surprised myself. When I opened up, I was like, wow, that really came out good. So I sent him a picture, and he was like, Yeah, I'll take 2 bags of those. So
Yeah, everybody's
So-
say,
they've gotten
So
a good
everybody in
reaction.
chat saying crazy impressive.
I'll take you up on the next game.
Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, I've
I'll hit you
never
up with-
seen it done. I don't know. I'm sure I've never seen it done, but I appreciate the compliments by people saying it's impressive.
I might need to order some custom 49ers colored one
I'm all
for
out.
when we meet John's team this Saturday.
I'm all out
But
of
not,
those colors.
damn right. Packers
Actually,
all the way,
I
baby.
sold anything. Oh, I'm definitely going for Packers because you guys beat my Cowboys. So anything that was 49ers colors, I sold this morning.
Hey, green and gold will catch fish, though, baby. Green and gold will catch fish.
Now,
I had to lose the Super Bowl to my brother's Chiefs. I mean, come on.
Now, I am going to switch back over real quick to your site because you do more than just swim bait. So give me 1 sec here.
oh yeah, we have a whole line
Let's
of
get
stuff.
this pulled back up, and I can interact. Let me see if I can find. Obviously, everybody just saw what was the one that you featured again? It was the money shot, and that's just kind of like a leech looking bait. I'm gonna pull up. There we go. And I got some of these coming if the postman would ever figure out where my address was. But I'm looking at like a fluke here, and these are just kind of a standard. Looks like they're just a pearlescent white fluke that you have on there. But I know you do some other colors though as well. And then you looks like you also. What else do you have? I can find it here for you. Let's see. Well, I guess what do you call the fluke? I apologize. I'm just calling it a fluke.
Well, yeah, that's the forbidden
Sorry.
word. We call it the
twitch.
twitch because when you work a fluke, you don't just reel it in. You twitch.
Nice.
So, figure we'll call it the
And
5-inch
it looks like
twitch.
I'm looking at your price sheet here, and everybody can see. It looks like you do 8-pack of those for $5.
Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see.
Let me here. I can
But-
switch back here for real quick. They can see real quick here. There you go.
So I don't know how well you guys can see that, but my lighting is terrible in this shop. So
I can just see that. I can
But
already
that's
see that
the-
tail bouncing.
it's based. So yeah, we did these in the same exact. This is almost the same exact color as the pearls that you have in the money shot. We added a little bit of white because the money shot we wanted a little more translucent, but the twitch we wanted to have a little more saturation in the color.
And that
So
one
what
looks like it's
has-
got a little softer plastic. It looks like there's a lot of action in that tail compared to most that you get.
Yeah, it
Sometimes
is.
a little stiff. I kind of like that.
I like my not to call them flukes. I like the fluke softer. This way when you get the action, it's more of a you're getting more of like a jerking action rather than just like you get more of a glide.
And are you using dead-on plastics, or what are you using there?
So we started out.
Or is it
Dead on? We started out in plastics. And again, being new in the bait business, I was looking online, and I'm not saying anything bad about dead on plastics. Some of their stuff I like, some of the blends I like, some of them I don't like, just because they're a pain in the butt to work with. So we're phasing out of that, and we're going with bait plastics. All my swim baits are made with bait plastics. Everything is eventually going to be made with bait plastics. Eventually, we're transitioning out of the dead on plastics into bait plastics. But again,
what is the
I like-
Grim Reaper?
Oh, that's. I'll show you one without salt on it.
Okay, hold on. Is it also on
Is
your
that-
Instagram here? I'll see if I can get a clean photo of it for you.
Oh yeah.
Let me.
I just poured 15. I just poured 15 of these before we came
Let's see
on.
here. It's a swim
But
bait, correct?
That's
And is
yes.
it what colors am I looking for here?
It's black with purple with a highlight shift on the bottom with a violet
I
highlight.
find it now. You may have posted it a while ago. Guys, we're scrolling through, and there's. I know they can't see, but everybody at home seeing all these Midnight Frost, Purple Haze. Oh, my wife would be happy with you, Purple Haze. She loves throwing a purple bait. She always catches fish on purple. Oh, I think I found it.
Well, we have
Found it. Okay. Grim Reaper. Interesting. So now, is your back on the back of that? Is that black then on the back side?
it's just a solid
Okay,
black.
so that's a little different than the one that we got in the box from Game On, because his was more like a translucent green. And if you got one, let me
Yeah.
switch back to you here. There we go. But
And if you like purple, I got to show you a crawl that we have. It's called a Freak Show. After this, that color actually has several baits in that. We have several baits in that color, and that color is, when you get it in your hand, it's insane because it's got a purple color shift on the backside of it, and it's just crazy. But this is the Grim Reaper.
wow.
I was drawing a blank, but I mean, like, I don't know if you guys can see the purple.
When you turn it, we're catching it there. But yeah, I'm guessing it. Wow. Okay, I like that how it plays in the light there.
These are.
Yeah, I'm picking up like greenish blue, but that might just be the light.
It might be.
Lighting
Yeah,
it.
it's LED light and it's terrible for pictures.
For sure. Yeah, it washes out.
But let me see if I can get a.
So that's one thing I noticed. You have pretty cool names for your baits. You know, I know Tech does that a lot too. That's the one thing I struggle with is coming up with names for my baits, and
So if I'm being
I
completely honest, I struggle as well. So sometimes I have to use the old phone a friend, you know,
Hey.
and like, hey, what do you think? And then this little voice tells me, oh, call it this, and they're usually killer.
That's why you got to reach out to the community. We're full of ideas. Some good, some bad, but we're full of ideas. Now, while you dig up some baits, Jeremy, it is time that we give away.
Yeah.
You go ahead and dig some baits up. It's time that we actually do the giveaway for the live. We've got 13 people watching right now. Guys, what I'm going to need you to do is in chat, please type. Let me pull it up here on the phone real quick again. All right. Type stump in chat. STUMP. If you type that in chat, that'll get you entered. I'll give you guys a couple minutes to get that typed in while he's digging up some baits, and then we will pick a winner here. I'm starting to see some stumps in chat. Come on, I know there's more people watching. Let's get it. Somebody's going to walk away with this absolutely loaded box. Loaded box, and I'm going to love it. I'm absolutely going to love it. So let's see here. Keyword, stump. There we go. There's some more. I'll give you guys just a little bit more here while he's digging up some baits. And guys, like we said, if you're new to the channel, please drop a subscription. We're almost at 100. When we get to 100, Jeremy and I are going to do a little giveaway action here. I'm going to give away some Hendrix baits. I've got, that's for another video, but I got a bucket full of baits that are just sitting here. Maybe we just give a big bucket of baits away. But let's drop a sub. If you haven't already, make sure you check the tags on both sides. I always get confused in the camera here. But make sure you're following at Real Custom Art on Instagram, and also our guest at Stumpthumper Baits if you're not already. But it looks like we got everybody that commented, so let's go ahead. And it's going to be hard to read. It looks like it's... Oh, reload, try again. What? Hold on. I'm breaking the internet, guys. Let's see here. But let's go... Jeremy, why are you letting me break the internet here?
Is it not working because we're still live?
It should. It's a live one.
Never done it before that way. In the meantime, I could probably show what's in that package.
Yeah, if you want to show what some people are gonna win here, I'm gonna see if I can get this to load the right way.
So each pack came with a Robusto custom lure. I got a pink and holographic 110. I know everybody else had different packs.
Oh,
Then we got 2 hard baits from Stone Man. We have a lipless. And we also have a nest crank.
good call out on the Robusto, by the way. I'll show everybody what's in the one that they can win. I kind of like it though. I might want to keep that.
Yeah, that is nice.
But that's gonna go. Someone's gonna win that one. That's from Robusto. That's nice. But I'll let you keep doing that.
I'm not giving up the one I got.
I got the hot pink, which is fine. Hot pink works. I got several hot pink baits actually, custom. But I did get a bait from Robusto before the box, so we did he got some stickers from me, and I got a bait from him. And another thing I like to do with other bait makers, kind of, do a little trade or swap. I put them up on my wall here. We got Tech, we got Game On, we got HC. Several people that's affiliated with Hendrix, and it's kind of nice to have a little collection of custom baits. It just means more when you catch something on a custom bait is to a 6-cent bait, which I like obviously, but it's a little more personal when you catch something, and it's fun to share with those smaller companies that you're catching stuff with their baits.
All right. Well, go ahead and show some baits off. I'm gonna get this figured out here while we keep talking.
All right.
But everybody that's commented, it's in there, so don't worry. We didn't lose you.
So let's see. You guys can tell me if I don't know because of the lighting if you're gonna be able to see it, but that's the freak show worm. Is that color coming out okay?
That's a little purple, blue, kind of light blue flake.
So it's black with blue flake on one side. I don't know if I can. If my hand is gonna help it or not. No, right? Makes it worse.
Yeah, that's a lot actually.
So it's like a purple color shift on one side, then black and blue, the laminate. That one, this color, like that color freak show we do in. Actually, you'll be able to see it better on A. And everything's salty, not super salty, but keeps your plastic nicer. So that's the Ned Leech. Oh, see the
Tech Bait
color?
says turn camera. I'm not sure what that means.
Turn camera around. Oh, like I know what he's saying. So instead of you seeing me.
Yep, that works. There you go.
There we go. I got stuff falling all over the place. But I have to put it sideways or I'm going to do something straight. So that's the Ned Leech. But if you look, you can see the color shift on it. We have that in a craw. I just had the craws in my hand. Oh, sorry. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. So that's the crawl, and I just grabbed it so rapidly I ripped half of the legs off by accident. I missed them. So that's the crawl, same black blue. That's purple with the color shift on the side.
Guys,
get that?
Guys, while he's showing this bait off, go ahead and type stump again in the chat, and we will get this rolling. I apologize. But
we got this is called melon.
Oh yeah,
melon bomb. What's that?
I might have to pick up both of those colors.
You didn't see probably one of my favorite craws. And this actually came from a customer requested a color for their company because we're actually sponsoring. We're one of the sponsors for Bass Grabbers Tournament Trail. So we do the old salt removal thing. So that's like a smoky silver back. And it's got an orange belly flooded with a small orange flake.
I'm starting to see Stump roll into everybody's typing Stump, so keep showing baits. I've almost got it. Like I said, but you know what? While you're showing baits, I do have a question though. So you told us where you started. You told us kind of, you know, we've seen that you're in the Hendrix box. I guess what is Stumpthumper baits right now? We know why you started, but what is Stumpthumper baits right now? What is Stumpthumper baits right now?
I mean,
Like what do you have going on now? Like what's going on? What's cooking? I mean, is it custom orders? Are you getting in more box right now? What's going on?
I mean, I'd like to be, I'd like to, be in a Hendrix box again because I think it's pretty cool, seeing people open the box and then to get excited when they have like I got excited when I got the hard baits from Stone Man, and I got the jerk bait from Jeremy, and I got the jerk bait from Rusto Customs because I did get a splash pack with the jerk bait in it, by the way. And John had reminded me.
Nice.
I was like, "Oh, I got a splash pack." When I opened that, I completely forgot it's a purple back with the lime true side. Yeah, that thing is fire, by the way. And I forgot I had it. I mean, we do custom orders. I mean, most of it, obviously right now because we're new. We're just basically trying to get everything, a little bit of everything out there. Turn this camera around for a minute, and then I can go back. Try to get a little bit of everything out there, so we have variety and options for people. So when they come to our IG, it's not like one worm, one craw. You know what I mean? Like trying to make some colors, make some new colors. Not that it's hard in the bait class, soft plastic industry to come up with like new stuff, because I'm sure somewhere in the world somebody's done a green pumpkin, lime truce worm or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you always got to put your own little twist on it. So we're trying to get new things that people haven't seen, maybe some color combinations people haven't seen. I actually have a custom bait that I had designed, and I'm waiting for the mold to be made. I can't wait for that because it'll be a drop shot bait. I can let that out because nobody's gonna know what it looks like until it comes out. But we're gonna have a new drop shot bait. Not saying there won't be something similar, but it'll be ours. Nobody else will have it. But just starting out, we're just trying to, just like you said, just trying to get things going. Give people, customers, whatever options, and color options, and custom options, and hopefully one day. I mean, obviously, it's just a small, nice sideways on you guys.
No. Well, yep. There you go.
There you go. I'll turn the camera around back if you want me to show some more baits. I can switch it around. Where was I on that? Oh, so just being new, we're just trying to get everything going. It's a small operation down in the basement, just shooting baits. We have limited. We don't have limited. We have molds and stuff, but you can't jump in it. You can't have 100 molds right off the start. So you got to start somewhere. And I mean, I don't know. My brother and I, honestly, we never really talked about like how big we want Stumpthumper baits to get, because honestly, I wasn't sure how, like, not say popular, but how well everybody would like take us, and like, what I mean, like the fishing community and people on Instagram, whatever. Like the welcome that we've gotten, and the what's the word I'm looking for? The I don't want to say popularity. Somebody help me out here. It's been overwhelming.
Gotcha.
The support that we've gotten. So I see this Stumpthumper getting bigger. Who knows? Maybe we won't be in a basement one day. Maybe we'll be in a warehouse one day, or whatever. Or, I don't know about the retail side of it, because I think that's a little tough. But who knows? Who knows? I mean, it could grow to be a huge thing, or it could grow to be just something where my brother and I are just, enjoying making baits, catching them, selling to people who enjoy fishing,
Nice.
So,
well,
as long as we both enjoy.
Make just enough.
What's that?
Make enough money just to support.
Yeah, because I gotta tell you, somebody who hasn't made baits that's watching, boy, is it addicting. Boy, is it addicting.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I have to keep talking myself out of wanting to do soft plastics. Like, I don't have time, but I'm like, I can make time.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky right now because I have the free time to be down here. 12, 14 hours a day. I mean, there's days I come down here at 9:30 in the morning. I don't go up to bed till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I'm laying in bed. I'm like, wow, the sun's coming up. Like, you know, but when you're down here and you're just pouring, injecting, mixing, trying to make new things, boy, you can get lost. You know.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
time warp in the
for sure. Like Pete from Snowman, when I first got into it, I was like, wow, it's like this time. He's like, welcome to the life of where food and sleep are a luxury. And I kind of laughed, I kind of laughed.
Yeah.
But now I kind of get it. There's days I'll be down here. I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten. No, you haven't eaten since yesterday. Like, what are you doing? It's you get lost. You get lost. But it's fun. You enjoy it.
I slow down a lot over the summer because I'm out fishing and stuff. It's like I want to grow, but I also like keeping it small too. So
No,
I don't know.
I agree. I agree. Like getting it big enough to where you feel comfortable, where you're still comfortable doing and enjoying what you're doing. Where it's not becoming overwhelming. I get it, and I do agree. Now's the time to be in the shop, just plugging away, because when the weather warms up and that water's fishable again, yeah, I won't be down here so much. I'll be down here, but not 14 hours a day. I'll be down here 10 hours a day, 4 hours of fishing.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but I know like when I'm painting, if I got a customer that wants a certain pattern, certain color, like I stress out too much and it's not as fun. But if they just give me free will, that bait will come out stellar. It's just I'll end up doing a bait 3 or 4 times over if I'm trying to do a certain pattern. It's like I just don't like that. I don't like it. Like the couple I did the other night, I told the guy, I'm like, these didn't turn out the way I want them. You want them at a discount because I don't want to just
Yeah.
scrap them. But he's like, yeah, fine. So and he was appreciative. Getting bait cheaper. Just because I didn't. It wasn't
No,
up to my standards.
and
But,
people told me
just keep
we
going.
are our worst critics because I'll pour a swim bait or I'll inject something and I'll be like, and somebody will be like, bro, that's awesome. And I'm like, yeah, but it's like stop, stop. Everything can't be, like the way you're imagining. Like it looks great, so stop trying, beating yourself up over it. So I get that.
My wife goes, nothing's perfect in nature, and I said, well, yeah. Look, I look at myself in the mirror every day.
No, that's a good point though. So I don't know about today. Next time brother comes down the shop, we're probably after this live. To be honest with you, after the video, it's going to be the first topic when I talk to them. Like, well, first of all, what did you think of the live? Secondly, will be where do you want to go with this? How big do you want to get it?
Nice.
So
I'm trying to get my nephew and my grandson into painting, and I got a couple other grandkids that I got to get them over, try to get them on it too. And they love painting, and I got a couple extra airbrushes now, so just got to get them going.
well, that's great. Get the future generation of bait makers or lure, craftsmen.
Yep. Especially when it's cold and they can't get outside.
They're probably they're probably going crazy in there, stuck in the house.
Get that figured out yet, John?
So when we're done, I'll have to pick, and everybody that commented stump is eligible, so I'll have to pick it once the live is over. I apologize, guys. I'm going to figure this out. I wasn't prepared all the way, is what happened. But I was listening in, and like I said, you kind of mentioned what the future was going to bring. And I always love that. And like I said, I would hope you get into some more boxes, and I guess I didn't hear. I heard retail. I mean, was one of your goals getting into big retail, or was it staying?
No, I said I'm not sure about about the retail end of it because I know people who've gotten into retail and they're like, oh, it was such a nightmare. I just stopped and I just did it through my website and and then if you go into retail, then you got to make your baits and then you got to sell them to them and then they got to sell them to people and they got to make money, and I don't know. I mean,
Gotcha.
sucks the fun out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but who knows? I'm not saying it's a definite no. Maybe 5 years from now, who knows? Maybe we have a spot on the shelf in Bass Pro Shops, or maybe we have a spot on the shelf in Jack's Tackle in the middle of Oklahoma or something. I don't know. But I'd be okay with that. A little spot. But actually, we will be in a tackle shop in New Jersey at some point because a couple of our buddies actually fished a local tournament or a local club with us. They're starting their own tackle shop, which I think is really cool. And they had said, "Oh, you guys doing Stumpthumper baits?" It's like, "Yo, we'll get you in the shop," which is cool. It's a little local, shop that they're going to be starting. Hopefully, it's open by the spring.
Nice.
We'll be able to get in there.
Small
that'll be
business
pretty cool.
supporting small business. That's
Yeah.
kind of what it's about. And nothing against the big names. I mean, there's the reason they're big is because they did it right. They knew what they were doing. But even they started small. Everybody looks at like Strike King and all those other guys, and it's like, Yamamoto's. It didn't start just right away in a factory. It started with guys in their garages tinkering with baits, and it blew up. And that's hopefully what I want to kind of see. It would be awesome to see from anybody in the group that everybody's going to see kind of as we do the podcast that we bring in. It'd be kind of cool to see somebody that just went from, we talked about on a podcast, they're busting their butt in their garage or their shed or their basement, wherever they're building these things. And next thing you know, I'm walking through a Bass Pro Shop saying, "Hey, wait, I know that guy." But
yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
now I don't want to keep you too long because we've been about almost about an hour here. But I'll let Jeremy ask his last question, and then I've got a fun one here to end it for you.
I mean, I just want to say, not closing out the talk here, but from what you already did in a month, I'm curious to what month 2, month 3 is going to be for you. We like to, definitely have you back and see how you grow and kind of grow with you.
No,
if you don't mind.
absolutely. I appreciate it. Next, if you have us back, I'll make sure I get the other half of Stumpthumper baits down here.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
and,
that'd be awesome. Meet the business side of it.
Yeah.
Then we dig up.
So, but if I have a second, I know you said we're running long, but
No, you're good.
I was trying to show baits, and I'm doing a terrible job with my phone. Like the whole thing.
Don't feel bad.
But
as you can tell, I had technical difficulties. I didn't come prepared to class today, boys.
But there's a couple of things I wanted to show you guys real quick before we run out of time. Because I was digging into the boxes, and I was also trying to get salt off of them. Because if you look, everything's in there. It's got salt, so it's hard to see the colors. But we have this is you guys have the money shot, and then we have the drop shot Leech, which it's sort of like similar, the same body shape from the side at the top, but the side is, as you can see, it's like round. Yeah.
Yep.
That, and then we have, this is the money shot, and I'm trying to get you guys a better look, but that's the watermelon with the red flake. I didn't do a very good job getting all the salt off of it, but you guys can see it. And then we have Thorns, which is an amazing, I think it would be an amazing Ned bait. This is actually in the melon bomb color. Watermelon red, and then it's got like this, I call it melony color on the bottom. But the action on this thing, like I could just see it, like
tickle, basically. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And I just want to show you this little swim bait I did for somebody. He sent me a picture of a bunker, and he's like, "Hey,
wow.
I want something that looks like this." So
that is insane. That almost looks like you just picked up like one of those little dead shads that they keep in the bags at Walmart kind of thing.
Yeah, I did that for him the other day, or last night actually. And then one more. I did I don't know how a frog pattern really works on a swim bait, but I kind of got intrigued, so I did
a little bit of a
this.
Frog pattern. Nice.
Yeah, but this guy glows in the dark too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think you did one of your posts on Instagram. You were showing lights on, lights off with it.
Oh, that's a different one. I forgot about him. This one, he's a one of a kind.
Oh, okay.
I think he's going in my tackle box.
Gotta make something for you as
Kind
well.
of cool. Oh yeah, yeah. think I got this one around. There we go.
So not
So
just business goals. I mean, I know we talked a little bit about business and everything, but personally, I guess, what's your goals for 2022? I did my video talking about 2021 and kind of what my goals were for this year, personal and business. So I guess what is Sean's personal goals fishing wise for 2022?
bring home a first place trophy. I'll tell you that.
All right.
Because my brother and I came this close last year. This close. We got beat by oh man, I think it was like point one, 0.01 ounce. It was so close. And then we lost first place by like 1 pound.
Gotcha.
And I lost a giant at the boat. That haunts me. It was a giant, and I had him within reach, but he got stuck under some lily pads and thing. And I did the worst thing. What do you do when you get a big one on? Don't keep pulling, and that's what I did.
Nice. All right. Well, we're gonna hold you to that. So when's tournament? When's trophy time normally? What time of the year?
First tournament I think is March.
Okay.
I think the first one is March. It might be April.
All right. We're gonna stay on you.
Might be
We're
April.
gonna stay on you. I want to see you achieve that goal. So. What?
I want that goal. And you know what the best part
What's
is?
that?
We're gonna catch it with our own baits.
Ooh, I just saw a couple comments that Pete just commented win tournament with our baits.
Yep. And now we have to beat the guys in our tournaments because they're gonna be buying our baits. So it's like,
there you go.
But that's cool.
There you go.
But that's cool. It's all friendly competition. I'll take a loss if you're beating us. If you're beating us with our baits, how do I lose? Really, how do I lose?
You don't. You got guys buying from you.
You don't.
And, I mean, I guess you lose the tournament, but you're winning, and you're winning outside the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's a win-win,
So.
But I want to take that first place trophy home.
Perfect. Well,
one for Pete, and one for myself.
I'm not gonna wish you luck or in that because I know you're gonna do it. My rule is there's no try, there's do. So.
I like that.
But, well, we'll let you get back to it. I know you probably got some orders to knock out. We appreciate you taking the time with us. I know Jeremy and I were excited to have you, especially when we heard, hey, how long you've been doing this. I mean, that's just insane. But good luck out there, at least business-wise. That'll tell you good luck because business is an animal. But
I appreciate that.
But we hope to see some great photos. We can't wait till tournament time and hopefully see you guys winning some tournaments with your own baits. And any last words before we let you go?
No, I mean, I just want to say thank you for everybody who's watching. Anybody that's watching, follows us on Instagram, and helps. It's helping us get our name out there because being new, every little bit helps. And we're thankful for everything. Thankful for you guys having us on this video. Because every little bit helps. And I mean, that's about it.
Awesome. Well, we'll let you get.
I don't know what else to say.
No, you're good, man. We'll let you get back to it. Jeremy, any last words before I let him go?
We'll do some Instagram lives. I'll catch you all live, and we'll have to do up some baits live for everybody.
That sounds good.
Well, we'll catch you on the
Looking forward to
the
it.
flip side, man. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me. Well, us.
Yep, nice meeting you.
All right, Jeremy. That was another great episode. I think we're just about to dive into a bunch of great guys. We started with Hendrix, our sponsor. Now we just got into a guy that was in the Hendrix box. It's Sean over at Stumpthumper. I'm excited who we can pull out next. I know you've been talking to a few guys, so I'll have to fix the giveaway. I'll figure it out, guys. Don't worry. I'll post a video of me drawing the winner. We'll get it out. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it and not do it. So, but anything you might want to lean towards that's coming up for you? Anything about next episode?
We got a couple of people wanting to join us, and I'm back at it. I'm healthy again, so I'm back at painting. So hopefully I get some videos up of me painting on my YouTube and fishing videos.
Yes. Like I said, we got a couple up there already, so hopefully you guys can catch us, get out there some more together, or even by myself. But until next time, guys, good luck on the water, and we'll see you then.